It's been a whirlwind several weeks after a disastrous debate performance and the assassination attempt of former President Donald Trump. 60 Minutes correspondent Cecilia Vega now with a closer look at how we got to this historic moment.
The 46th president of the United States, Joe Biden.
The Biden campaign hoped that a summer debate would reignite doubt among undecided voters about former President Donald Trump and his fitness for office. Instead, many of the 50 million viewers were given reason to wonder about President Biden.
Eligible for what I've been able to do with the COVID,
The split screen may have been just as damaging as what President Biden had to say. He looked pale and at times lost.
Hello.
The next day, Mr. Biden tried to repair the damage.
That's okay.
This was Raleigh, North Carolina on June 28th. The president blamed a cold for his debate performance.
But I spent 90 minutes on a stage debating a guy who has the morals of an alley cat.
The first crack in support came from Congressman Lloyd Doggett, a Texas Democrat in a swing district who publicly urged President Biden to drop out of the race. The president dismissed concerns about his mental acuity and age in an ABC News interview.
If you can be convinced that you cannot defeat Donald Trump, will you stand down?
Well, it depends if the Lord Almighty comes out and tells me that, I might do that.
The next message did not come from heaven, but it did come from a star. Actor George Clooney, who had helped raise $30 million for the president, wrote an opinion letter to the New York Times saying, "We are not going to win in November with this president." A summit of NATO leaders on July 11th in Washington was supposed to offer the opportunity for President Biden to show his mettle. But with every word now under scrutiny, it was hard to miss him mixing up names of an ally with an adversary.
And now I want to hand it over to the president of Ukraine, who has as much courage as he has determination. Ladies and gentlemen, President Putin. President Putin. He's going to beat President Putin. President Zelensky.
And then this, hours later at a press conference.
Look, I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president, but I think she was not qualified to be president.
By this point, nearly a dozen Democrats in the House and one in the Senate had called for the president to drop out of the race. But a crowd in Detroit on July 12th had this message. "Don't you quit," they chanted. The president's future as his party's nominee was now the story of the moment.
Hello, Butler, and hello.
Until 6:11 p.m. on July 13th. The failed assassination attempt of the former president. This clenched fist contrasted with President Biden losing grip of his own party. Longtime friends, including former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, spoke with Mr. Biden privately.
I want to speak to you tonight about the need for us to lower the temperature in our politics.
President Biden's Oval Office address the following night was intended to be reassuring in the wake of political violence. He defended his decision to stay in the race in this NBC interview on July 15th.
Who do you listen to on deeply personal issues like the decisions whether to stay in the race or not?
Me.
And he did it again the next day at the NAACP National Convention in Las Vegas.
And I am all in. So let me ask you, are you all in? Because I'm all in.
The momentum on the Hill, however, was going in the opposite direction, with more Democratic members of Congress publicly asking the president to exit the race. President Biden spoke with Ed Gordon of BET.
Is there anything that you would look to, you personally, not anybody else, not other pundits, not even perhaps family members, that you would look to say, if I see that, I will reevaluate?
If there has some medical condition that emerged, if the doctors came to me and said, you got this problem, that problem.
Health did become an issue for the president on July 17th, just hours after meeting voters. He was diagnosed with COVID and went to his beach home in Delaware to isolate. By now, more than 30 Democrats in Congress had gone public. Equally bad for the incumbent, the growing number of political donors freezing millions of dollars in contributions. Still, the president promised to get back on the campaign trail this week. But this afternoon, President Biden quit the race and endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris to lead the ticket. Bill Whitaker spoke to her last year for 60 Minutes.
But we were talking to some Democratic donors, and they have told us that should something befall President Biden and he is not able to run, that there would be a free-for-all for who would run as president. You are in the spot that would be a natural for you to step up, but we're hearing from donors that that's not a natural spot, that they would not naturally fall into line. Why is that?
Well, first of all, I'm not going to engage in that hypothetical because Joe Biden is very much alive and running for re-election. So
but you do know, I mean, that is a concern and a legitimate concern, I would say.
I hear from a lot of different people, a lot of different things. But let me just tell you, I'm focused on the job. I truly am. And doing this job for the American people. Our democracy is on the line, Bill. And I frankly, in my head, do not have time for parlor games.
And this evening, Vice President Harris posted this image on social media and said in a statement she intends to win the nomination and, quote, defeat Donald Trump. Cecilia Vega, CBS News, New York.